What is going on, guys? It is your boy Thriller here, and we're welcome back to episode number 15 of our Pokemon Black 2 Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we went through Reversal Mountain, got a ton of encounters, and ended off with our rival battle against Goku. But spoiler alert, in 3, 2, 1, this is your one chance to avoid spoilers right now. Goku betrayed us, and he killed our new starter, Pinsir. My dipstick. Okay, sadly that made me chuckle. I tried to keep a straight face, but I couldn't. But yes, Goku killed your dipstick last episode, and I was really just disheartening, man. Like, that Pinsir was a carry, man. And I have a now newfound love and appreciation for Pinsir. But we are here with a new episode. We got more encounters still, and we do have a few little friends to see along the way. But you'll know who we'll talk about in the next couple of episodes here. But if you guys are excited, leave a like if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, join the crew to be one with the King of the Crew. With that being said, let's go ahead and give you guys a new team recap, even though I know it has a bad omen to it. We've got Logan the Genesis here rocking that silver powder with level 40. We also found a place that did sell hard scales. Must have been a one-hidden shop in a town that I didn't know about. Um, that I don't remember. Like I said, I recorded like 13 episodes yesterday. My mind's really hazy. But we have Blue Flare, Flash Cannon that we put on it, Power Jet, and Signal Beam. We've got Arcanine here, which is going to be named after Harv 7768. With rocking it with Flame Wheel, Discharge, Flame Burst, and Scald with the Amulet Coin. We have Fist to Your Doom, Fist Thank You Doom. I did misspell it, god damn it. I'll fix that in one of the episodes. I know where to go to, by the way. Rocking out with Wake Up Slap, Mach Punch, Bulk Up, Draco Meteor. He's going to rock out with the Amulet Coin here in just a second for us to get him that item. I also have Spiral Rayquaza, rocking out with that extra belt with Fly, Dragon Breath, Blue Flare, and Crunch, also level 40. Level 40 across the board, except for this guy right here, our boy, Drady, the Ludicolo level 41 with Surf, Giga Drain, Ice Speed, Blue Flare in the Mystic Water, and your boy Jerry, aka SwagCon, aka Sandslash, rocking out with Moonlight, Earthquake, Shadow Punch, and Razor Leaf. He did, in fact, relearn Earthquake, and I'm so excited, man. I'm so happy to have that on Sandslash, dude. That was like, because, so I decided between either Sandslash or it was going to be, actually, I'll give Sandslash to this. It was going to be between Sandslash and it was going to be between um Golurk. And Golurk's also hidden ability, not hidden ability, but his new ability is Justify, which I said was kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, I would need a really weak Dark type move to really take advantage of that, which is not really possible. I mean, it is possible, but it's not possible in the context that I'm thinking of. You know what I mean? Now, we do have a new encounter here. Now, I do believe there is actually one more cut tree here that I did lie about. And I think this cut tree actually leads to a, wrong button. It leads to a, what's the name? Leads to a hidden grotto. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for temporarily purposes, put cut on Machamp. I'm only using it for this one time. Well, technically, we can use it for another time. That's literally just now coming up. That's only if you want to, like, skip something. I think there's either an item or there's an item here. So that was definitely worth it. That wasn't worth it, though. But we do have an encounter on this route that we are going to go back and go get here. In today's episode, guys, what do you feel like is the toughest thing in Nuzlocke? Is it losing a Pokemon that you've really been attached to? Or is it, like, constantly restarting? This is a different one. Ooh. I'll take that! I'm not gonna lie, that low-key might even replace Machamp. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, Gengar, bro, in this type of a format with randomized movesets, dude, that's not a bad pickup. Like, you think about it, right? Ghastly in game, like the Ghastly line has always had monstrous special attack, and the thing that always crippled them was that they were TM reliant on this which is not really a terrible thing, mind you. It wasn't a terrible thing that they were TM reliant. Damn, Ghastly, you're just trying to be. With what hands can you swipe me with? I would like to know where you are manifesting these hands. Because even if they were ghost hands, you still technically, by definition of law, cannot unless you have a ghost version of Fury Swipes, which exist actually in a ROM hack that I'm currently playing through. It actually does exist. Or it's a dark type move. It's one of the two. It's either ghost or dark. But anyways, in the sense of the matter, we got the athlete. Let's go. And depending on the ability Gengar gets, bro, even if it gets its normal ability, which technically in this game, its normal ability is Levitate. Even if we get a normal ability on this guy, it's fucking great, though. Alright, need a powerful... You know what? No, I actually think this is a more powerful name for this guy. I think it does fit. I think I remember naming him one time in the series. Not this series, obviously, because, I mean, we way before, recorded it then. Yep, it will fit. We have a Barracucuman. I don't know how to say your name properly. Obviously, you have a reason to name yourself that on the internet. We also could have had... That would have been dupes. Let's see, that's the one thing you catch about some Pokemon that are kind of just mediocre and just like, eh. Is like, you get dupe skulls, which is great. Not get me wrong, if Corvus didn't have color change, it probably would not have been that bad. But the problem is, color change is like that double-edged sword. Like, color change just makes it to where you can get potentially stab on a move without even trying to get stab on a move. But at the same time, you make yourself weak now to a new typing. Like, going from water, I only had 2 weaknesses, which was great. It means I was more of like, never... We get a token! We get a token! I actually believe I did use up my claw fossil, by the way. So we have the old amber, which I actually forgot was the last Gen 1 fossil that we wanted. So all I have left, I have all... Oh, wait. Oh, no. No, no, I just looked at my notes. I looked at my notes. We already did do an old amber. And there was probably someone in the comment section that was trying to derail my fun. And hype and everything like that. Guess what? I did it to myself. You're welcome. And more importantly, I made sure you couldn't do it. Damn it, man. I was actually really excited because obviously I wanted to try to get the Kyogre again. Kyogre's surprisingly... Well, technically Kyogre and Reshiram. Like, Kyogre and Reshiram are technically the 2 legendaries we still have to go back and hunt for. Reshiram just because that was bullshit how we didn't get him. I'm not gonna lie to you. Low-key bullshit. How I didn't get him. Because, again, a part of me really thinks I would have had him if it wasn't for that crit. Holy shit, there's Salamence in this route! Another good area to go back for a good Pokemon. And see, this is what this would be like a water gun. Okay. This would be one of the... Ow! Why did... We already have stab. That's really good. Why are you doing so much damage to me? Do you have like a wise glasses on or something, bro? Like, what the hell? Because that water gun I felt like did way too much damage. I did not mean to hit the save button. I meant to click this button. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of these potions real quick. We're way beyond using potions now, baby. We're on the new life. We're on that super life. There might be a hidden item up there, but we'll go back there for a second just to go get it. This is, I think, is a TM. Oh, wow. Quick guard. Wait. Did I see Quick Guard in a TM shop once? Excuse me. Oh. Oh. God, man. See? Look, that logic, I should have been caught. No, I don't. Alright, we're gonna put a repel up. Because we want to get through this grass. We want to get to moving and schmoving here, ladies and gentlemen. We want to get the party started, as some would say. Because the party does not start until I walk in, as Kesha would once say. Bridge mail T. Okay, why is this like a bridge mail art now? Do I have strength on anyone? I don't remember if I do or not. Well, there's at least an item here, I know. And Strength's not a bad HM to take. And I was debating on putting Strength or potentially Body Slam, I think, on this guy. So I think the fact that we need Strength right now, I'll put Strength on here for right now. It's not like the end of the wheel move. And again, I know where to delete these moves. So it's not like, again, end of the world crisis. It's not like I'm forced to give up a god tier move. Like Moonlight, let's be honest, on a Sand Slash, not god tier. It's just, it's a nice move to have, but it's not god tier. And again, that item could have been, like, I always say this to people, when you aren't going to be willing to put a Pokemon through an HM process, even though you can easily delete it or anything like that, you know, actually, hold on, let me just double check here, because I feel like I would have missed out on a Grotto here once. Okay, I don't think I'm missing. But again, it's just one of those things, you know what I mean? Like, I believe there's nothing over there. I like how he just casually walked by these guys, by the way, and no one tries to stop me, which I appreciate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, that's ridiculous. Like, come on. I take one step and she instantly turns. Like, come on, game. I hate this game's RNG with its or AI with its fucking characters, bro. It's so annoying. But anyways, as I was saying, which I now I'm instantly forgetting what the hell I even say. My memory is like a goldfish nowadays, man. That's the problem with getting old, dude. Damn, get a crit right off the get-go right there. Clang clang, I'm fine with that. That's the problem with getting old, man. Even though I'm not really that old, I'm only turning 30 this year. For some, it's like, oh my god, my phone. Because they're a lot older, and they're like, you know, like, you shouldn't complain, blah, blah, blah. Which they're right, you know, they shouldn't complain about turning 30 and stuff like that, but I just know I'm entering my... I've now 1000% have entered the Unk status quo. Like, once I think you start hitting your 30s, that's when you start hitting, like, Unk status. Like, you're no longer a youngin' and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You're more of, like, an old man now. To be fair, I've always felt like an old man. Like, my workload is so taxing on myself. First off, I do see the hidden growl. I'm going to double check here to see if there's no hidden item or item here. Don't think there was. Well, I'm trying to use my memory here. I was also just checking that one spot real quick. But we do have a hidden growl, which does mean there is a possibility for another encounter. We have so far have found 0 Pokemon. And we'll continue to find 0 Pokemon. I don't count the very first one because that was just a freebie. But we have not found one damn Pokemon in a hidden grotto, and it's actually low-key kind of pissing me off. Now, I can see the cut trees right there, but I'm not going there. Because there's some items right here. And there's a shiny new friend right there that I don't know anything about. Max Repel! Nice. And you know what? I would be rude. You know, I always entered through the back because, first off, the fact that they just have this here is kind of low-key stupid. When you can just literally enter through the back. But I'm going to be proper and face you forward, Cobalion. Let's see with a cry. I feel like it's a good cry. I can't really hear it, though. Now, if any of these mons are static encounters, we will re-encounter them on the route we do see them. I don't try to be... Like, the token thing was only with the fossils. If these static mons are mons that are static, I get them on the route themselves. I'm pretty sure that's what I did when it came to Ambipom when we get the first ever Fungus. So let's see if we can figure out who this is. It might be an electric type? It might be an electric type, I think? Oh! Well, I mean, I did say I did want one of these. Yo, Swinub, powerhouse. And if I do remember, In this randomizer, I think they took away, especially if you're randomizing move pools, I believe they did take it away to where you don't need to learn the specific move in order to evolve these Pokemon. And just like that, first fucking ball. That is power right there, baby. I will take. See, I don't care if I don't get legendary Pokemon. I want powerful Pokemon. I want good Pokemon. Like, that's the thing about this. And I know a lot of people be like, why don't you want that? Why don't you want that? Like, I want to have a good Pokemon, but I want to make sure it's a good Pokemon. And also, I believe I have not named this guy this, so. And I think this would be a really funny name to give a Mamoswine. Not the name, it's like the person's name itself, but like the full name. Which I will not be able to fit on there, sadly. It's one letter too big. But we're naming it Charlie Shand. Thank you so much for the subscription, dude. I appreciate the support. And again, oh, I forgot to put an L in Charlie. I'm so terrible at this, man. I'm sorry. I'm butchering everyone's names. I'm a failure. I'm a fraud. I'm a phony. I'm just kidding, not really. Oh no. Story. Hi there, Thrill. I use fly, so it looks like I beat you here. Thanks for your help in Reversal Mountain. If you go straight past Lycan's town, you'll reach Upswip's city. Actually, we'll reach another town and some routes first, and we reach the city. But before you go, there's something I want you two to hear. What is it? You'll know soon enough. Hurry now. Basically, if you also would have went down, they would have forced you to go up, so it doesn't matter, you're not skipping this. You must be the ones who want to hear the old tale from the coastal town. That's right, please tell us. Alright, my dearies, please come in. I like how she prioritized herself in front of us. You know, shouldn't kids go in first than the adults? Just saying. Beyond one coastal town, there's a mighty big hole. Have you heard of the giant chasm? Oh, I've heard about that giant chasm. There have been brief temperature readings of negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what Sharon told me anyway. The road is blocked, so we can't get there right now. A long, long time ago, a giant chasm was created when a big meteorite fell from the sky. After the scary Pokemon was hidden inside that meteorite. Meteorite. When darkness falls over the land, this Pokemon appears. A frigid wind follows it. It freezes everything around it and eats people and Pokemon. That's why everyone was afraid. Damn! Kiram goes like a badass. The Pokemon need people. So our ancestors surrounded the town with walls to prevent the Pokemon from getting inside the town. Also, a rule was made forbidding anyone to go outside after dark. But that's the end of the old tale. A fascinating story. I'll add it to my research records. Everyone, we should be going. Why not just take me with you then? Wouldn't that make it much more easier just to take me out with you? Wasn't that interesting, folktale? The Pokemon's true identity may be unknown, but the power mentioned in the story is incredible. I know, the power to freeze everything around it could even rival the power of the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Yes, Bianca. It's almost like Zekrom, who scorched Unova with its intense lightning long ago. You would think Scorch would make sense for a Reshiram, because obviously Reshiram is a fire type. Just saying. By the way, Phil, do you remember the story of Zekrom? I told you a little about it in Lemon's town, remember? Zekrom is a legendary Dragon-type Pokemon that lends its power to the person it recognizes as hero, pursuing ideals. It has a black body. Damn, talk about racist. And it can unleash fearsome lightning. Professor, do you think there's a connection between them? But the Pokemon from the old story and the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon? The meteorite. The meteorite? Zekrom was revived from a rock called the Dark Stone. Let's suppose the meteorite from the story and this stone are one and the same. Taking into account that elements from some era were found in Dragonspell Tower where Zekrom was and in the Giant Chasm. It doesn't prove anything, but it could be a piece of puzzle. Let's not write it off just as coincidence just yet. If your theories are true, it should be really strong Pokemon. What kind of reason would there be for it to come out only at night? If it doesn't like the sunlight or something like that. Until we look into it more deeply, it would be hard to say anything about that. Now that I think about it, the name Lacusna could be derived from like linguistic clouds, which are clouds that resemble a net or a fence. I wonder if the name is related to the part of the story where they built walls to protect the town from the Pokemon. Sorry I rambled on, didn't I? Really, could you ask Trina about this if you get a chance? I'm going to do a little field work. Yako, could you help out? Sure thing. Finally, you're done talking! Oh god. Oh, just so you know, Opposition Mayor Drayden wrestles with his Pokemon to toughen them up. Professor Juniper, wait up! I don't get why you told me that. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't know why the hell you told me that. That literally made 0 sense to tell me that. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, more TMs. Relic Song? Shadow Ball. Yep. Actually, we'll also get Relic Song too. That's actually a really good move. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Gengar got a massive upgrade. I'm gonna make sure I do this right, by the way. I will make sure he learns his move first, if he can learn it as a Ghastly. What nature did we get? Bashful with Poison Touch. Ooh, you got Heat Wave. That's really good. And we got a Brave... Oh! These are face match! Yes! And he also got Dig, which is a very decent Digman. He's got Aqua Jet too for good variety. Magikarp would have been kind of good on him, obviously, but it's fine. Because I also believe Magikarp also stops recoil moves, if I remember correctly, or it's something else. I think it is, because I remember someone doing Life Orb Magikarp with Steel Beam, and you didn't take any recoil damage. Like, because the recoil damage from Steel Beam obviously is 50% of your health. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. I need to check to see if my Pokemon are injured, which I think they are, so... I also need to switch. You know, let's get Fist up there. Fist, lead the charge. Fist to your due. It almost sounds funnier saying it that way than it does say do. Actually, what's the time of the recording right now? 21 minutes, perfect. I thought we were recording just a tiny bit longer. This also might be the last recording of the day for me, because I don't think I'm going to do any nighttime recordings. I think I record from whenever I wake up to at least 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. I'm not intentionally saying the meme to get people to comment stuff like that in the video. Just saying, I'm not saying that. I think it's just as late as I'm gonna go, because I definitely could tell, like, yesterday when I went past 6 o'clock, I definitely was just feeling it. Also, you have some nerve showing your face around me, Goku. Huh? What about Sonic? What's up? Have you seen Team Plasma anywhere around here? I heard a rumor to that effect. Well, rumors are true, apparently. Overturn alone. This is a troublesome indeed. My curious strangers, perhaps I should seek your curiosity of someone. The reason I am still part of Team Plasma is this. I want to know how the world will change. Listen, Pokemon are nature. Pokeballs are civilization. Humans who used to use civilization don't relinquish it easily. Of course, both nature and civilization are important. But what will happen to a world taken over by Team Plasma? People will be forced to throw out Pokeballs, a product of civilization. I want to know what that looks like, and I want to enjoy it. Yeah. Shut your mouth. All I want is this get back the stolen Pokemon. Thrill, give me a hand. You ready? Just to let you know, you're about to feel my rage! Yes, that's pretty much the slogan for this guy, not gonna lie. Sorry, I kind of want to do this. The theme's a bop, I can't help it. It's a bop and beam track. Also, it's going to be 3v5 here. It's going to be basically 3v2 here. So Hariyama and Deoxys. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, it's Deoxys defense. Oh, great. I brought out a fighting type for this. Oh, that's great. Oh, now I gotta swap. You lead off with your Cellball. Why would you lead with a Cellball? Why? Yeah, let's go Genesect here. We'll go Logan. I'll try to call the Pokemon out by names. But yeah, Logan here. We need this with the Deoxys, man. I mean, I know we have the Bug type right there, but I can't see. Like, look at that. Foul play. You're gonna really do that much? Actually, you did pretty decent damage. Worry Seed. I don't care too much about that. Hurricane. Oh. Yo, Hariyama, do you want to go on my team real quick here, dog? I'm just saying. I don't want to go on my team. I guess I could have technically attacked the Hariyama, but at the same time, like, Deoxys is such a massive threat. Like, any legendary, besides Fiona, for the most part. Keyword for the most part. There was obviously some legendaries that are not as good. Like, Yuchi's not that good, stuff like that. But obviously, this is randomized moveset, so I'm going to assume every legendary that's outside of Fiona is scary. Okay, I was going to say, man, that was a crit. That shouldn't have done that much damage. In comes Armaldo. Have to stay in. Because this is really good against Armaldo, but I need to heal. Need to heal, need to heal, need to heal, need to heal. Also, you can see I really stocked up on potions. I didn't do it in the episode. I might make this as my last recording, as I do have a few things I need to do today. I need to first off see if I can go. Wow, he actually got his regular ability. That's really funny. Alright, jump kick. Oh my god. Oh, head smash. That's gonna hurt. Oh, never mind. I'm good. Okay. So speed was right now. So he's +3 and he's +2. God damn, that team. What the fuck, Goku? First, you have Deoxys attack. Well, first you have Terrakion. Then you have Deoxys attack. Now you have Reshiram. Why the fuck are you getting all the fucking legendaries, bro? Low-key, I want to almost attack you because of that. Weak armor Reshiram. Well, I guess we know the ability I'm going to get on it once I catch it, which I'm not mad about that. But it's weak armor again. Oh wait, it's only +1 speed. I thought it was +2. I might be thinking of, unless that was weak armor getting buffed to +2. Alright, get rid of Armaldo. I can still handle Hariyama just fine. Right. I didn't pay attention. What do you do? May I use Judgment or something? I don't know. I don't remember what I didn't pay attention to what he used. But they're both on the last Pokemon. He's got a Butterfree. You are a disgrace. And then a Tauros. Alright. So, the Armaldo, funny enough, as you say, is Pokemon. Recharge. What did you do? What did you do that causes a recharge? I'm gonna have to go back and watch. You figure that out. Hey, it's not me at least. But you just made him faster than before. Now he's +2 speed. He basically went back to neutral speed. The neutral speed does still gets outsped by Tauros. And gets outsped by me. And wow, me first. Well, kind of a little late to do that, buddy. Roar time. Okay, that's what he did. Thank you, Tauros. Now I don't have to look back on the video. Even though I kind of look back on the video anyways. We beat them up. Damn, almost 20K for winning. What's with these two? I'm battling on Zizzling. This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, these trainers remind me of that one from 2 years ago. More importantly, we must continue our research. Like the scientist said, it might be elucidity. We'll play with you again later.
That sounds really wrong out of context. Just gonna be saying that right now.
Get back here!
Yeah, you do that, Goku. You do that, champ. You get them. I'm gonna go back to being a Pokemon Master. We are on a new route, though, ladies and gentlemen. I also like how there's a section here that's completely just cut off from people, and there's no way you can get to it. And it just, like, in this part too, like right here, like this spot right here, also cuts off. I think there's also a hidden grotto around here. I don't remember if there's a Mungus here or not. I got another bridge mail tape. I know there. I think it's. Okay, never mind. That looked like a Amoongus thing. I do think there's an Amoongus one around here. Okay, I'm so grateful that did not count. I'm really grateful that did not count. I think it didn't count because I was on a slanted hill. Thank the Lord that didn't count. Oh my god, I hate being in surprise battles, like I really do, man. Like, surprise battles to me is just not fun. power lens. Alright. So we're good. Oh god. Alright, our first encounter is... I knew sooner or later I was gonna get one of these guys. I knew sooner or later I was gonna get one of these guys. He's got Iron Head, which is not really good because he's not a physical attack. And of course, wait. Oh, you're gonna lose that when you evolve. Oh, your defense fell. I can't hit you now. I need your defense to go back up before I hit you. Ugh. Okay, okay. That's just you're just mean now. Alright, I'm gonna throw like 2 more balls. Actually, I'm just gonna pause right now because this Moody's gonna take forever. Sometimes it's always right when I pause the video and come back. It's one ball and then it stays in the ball. Well, I do have a reserved nickname for a pal of mine. He loves all 3 of these guys, just like how Game Boy Luke has his 3 people for these 3 iconic names for them. I have one iconic name that gets shared across all 3 of these, and that is my good friend Sandy. Not Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob, Sandy as in like Sandy Sims. Is it this? Oh wait, no, this actually leads to the next... This leads to a town though, right? Yep, it does. Village Bridge, which we will wrap up today's episode here. I might try to record one more, even though I just said I was going to probably stop recording for the day. I might record one more and get that little boosted city first, at least. But who knows? I'll decide on that in a little bit here. But thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, nothing too explain here. We obviously learned the backstory of this mysterious dragon and so forth. And we battled off against Team Plasma. So, who knows, right? But in the next episode, we will go through Village Bridge, collect some items here and there, get a couple more encounters. I do believe we have only two, about 4 encounters before we can do the gym. And one of those encounters is really special, so you'll see that in a minute. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.